Matt for AVNation.tv. We are here in the Christie booth at ISE 2019 in Amsterdam. I'm here with Carl. Carl, how are you?
Good, very good, thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. Carl, Christie's known for a lot of things. As a rule, projection and panels come to mind, but you also do a lot of other things, kind of like the product we're standing in front of right now. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really excited here to be at ISE and be demonstrating our Terra system, which is 10 gigabit SDVoE AV over IP solution for switching and distributing video and audio and control over 10 gig Ethernet, and we're doing it in our booth here just like you would in an installation to over 70 endpoints.
That's fantastic. So tell us a little bit about why, one, 10 gig is important. There's obviously been a bit of a conversation about 1 gig versus 10 gig, and then definitely a conversation over the codecs and using things like SDVoE. Why did you go down that route?
Yeah, well that's a good question. At Christie, quality is really important to us. When you look around in the booth, you see large screens, big screens. You're blowing up screens showing every pixel. So Christie made a big jump and committed to using SDVoE because for the most part it's an uncompressed platform. If it's uncompressed, you're not taking time to compress it, so you don't have any latency. We use the term zero frame latency, 100 microseconds or so, and then we're uncompressed, so as you stretch the picture large, as you manipulate, as you use it in your workflow, you're not going to have any potential for artifacts in your content. Big things. Other things that are built into the SDVoE platform are support for a wide variety of control and connectivity like USB, 1 gig Ethernet, as well as foundationally synchronization. So we're synchronizing our sources, our displays to our sources. So a lot of large screen displays where you're connecting together lots of displays and content, you can count on it being synchronized, versus with other techniques you might see in the market, you don't have that type of a promise.
Right, you lose that gen lock capability. So let's talk about something for a minute. One of the things that Christie's known for is doing a lot of very intricate projects. It's not something where, I would instantly think of you for just a basic distribution network. Is that where SDVoE really shines for you from a platform standpoint?
I would say SDVoE and the Terra product at Christie is capable of both. And it's actually, it's easy to implement in simple, straightforward systems. You can actually connect a transmitter straight to a receiver. You have immediately have a simple extension solution. A Terra system could also be, 4 transmitters, 4 receivers in a small room, right? Not a big room. As I said, expansive. Here in this booth, we have over 70 Terra endpoints. We have, we're showing some of it in the rack. We have about 14 transmitters connected to our Spider processor, our Terra controllers managing the system, as well as Pandora's box servers. So this is an expansive system.
Right. So when you're coming from a design aspect, what do integrators need to know to start designing this if their background is maybe only in that traditional matrix design?
Yeah, good question. I think one of the things about traditional matrix design is you tend to have cards ins and outs, and you end up with 16 by 16, 8 by 8. With AV over IP, SDVoE systems, you could have 1 transmitter and many receivers, or vice versa, many to 1. So you're really not bound by kind of some fixed architectures or kind of frameworks. And then you're operating on Ethernet. So stock standard 10 gig Ethernet, we don't need any special protocols. Right? And there are switches from other SDVoE members that are 10 gig, and they're already pre-configured for multicast and efficient installation. So you have a zero-touch installation or a plug-and-play experience. We just get going, you pull the switch out, get it in the rack, start plugging in the transmitters and receivers. You see, sources and displays light up with content as you start to control them and configure the system.
Very good. So if people want to find out more information about your products as well as everything else that you carry, where do they do that?
Yeah, you'd look for Christie Terra. You'd go to www.christiedigital.com. And when you're there, make sure you also look into Microtile's LED, as well as the Boxer, the Crimson, and the DK440. Though all of those projectors offer a Terra input card.
Really?
So you can connect 10 gig Ethernet directly into the projector, and you don't need an external receiver.
Which instantly solves a lot of problems for a lot of clients.
Yeah, absolutely. Eliminates a lot of devices at your endpoint.
That's fantastic. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
For more footage from the show floor and to learn more about AVNation, please visit avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.